Interest rates, rent, inflation, they're all skyrocketing. What will happen to the real estate industry, and how can you protect yourself? Stay tuned to find out. Hey, if you're a homeowner, investor, or interested in buying property here in South Louisiana, we have all the data you need. I'm Scott Domingue with Katie Real Estate, and this is your Market Update. The big news right now is the rising mortgage rates. So let's take a look at what mortgage rates have been doing so far this year. Mortgage rates continue to climb this month as the 30-year fixed reached its highest point since 2009. Interest rates started at 3.11% in January, and by the end of April, they were over 5% and still climbing. So why are interest rates rising? Inflation is driving the increase in mortgage rates, and the experts are predicting that rates will continue to rise, but likely at a more moderate pace. You can follow the weekly average 30-year and 15-year fixed interest rate at www.freddieMac.com/PMMS. So the big question people have been asking is what will happen to home prices as interest rates rise? Well, most people think as rates go up, prices go down. But here is some data from Freddie Mac. What you're looking at here is the impact of rising rates on home prices when there is a rise by more than 1 percentage point, going back all the way to 1993. You can see the data shows, on average, an 8% increase in home values when interest rates increase more than 1%. Overall, you see that rising interest rates do not have a negative impact on home prices over the last 4 decades. But what would happen to our sales when you have over a 1% increase in interest rates? When we add sales data to this chart, we can see an average decrease of 5% in sales overall. As rates rise, that tends to reduce buyer activity and price some buyers out of the market. We are in a fundamentally different environment than what we had in the past. When inventory is low, home prices will continue to rise. Inventory is still very low, and that's the driving force of rising home prices. So although we expect the interest rates to continue to rise, we expect them to rise at a slower pace than what we have seen in the last few weeks. Another question many of our clients are asking is, how will this affect my monthly payment? In this next chart, we compare the monthly payment for our $250,000 loan as the interest rate rises. You can see that when you have an increase in the interest rate from 3% to 3.5%, your monthly note will increase from $1,054 to $1,123. That is a $69 increase. And when the rate increases from 3% to 4%, your note will increase $140 to $1,194. And when the interest rate increases from 3% to 5%, your note will increase by only $288 to $1,342 total dollars. So although it will knock out some buyers from being able to afford a home, it is still very affordable, and usually the impact is not as bad as most people would think. The mortgage rate increase will slow some of the frenzies, but we are not talking about depreciation. We're talking about softening and deceleration, which will slow some of the buyers as we move forward in the housing market. The current lack of inventory is contributing to a seller's market. The average price for April 2022 has increased from $246,000 to $270,000. That's an 8% increase year over year. And let's take a look at this next graph from the home price forecast for 2022. I think it gives you a very good picture as to where home prices will be according to the experts. Here you can see the average of the 7 experts predicting home values to increase 9% in 2022. So as you can see, all signs point to prices continuing to rise, but at a slower pace. I hope you found this information valuable. And if you would like to receive these monthly market reports, or if you would like to see a free market analysis on your property, I would love to help. Please stay tuned for next week when I will break down pending sales and foreclosures. And once again, I'm Scott Domingue with Katie Real Estate, and I appreciate you watching.